Biscuits were stormed in. Literally, we have an alert on my phone that is a shelter-in-place flood warning. There's mudslides and rock slides, two places we were trying to go, even if we didn't have the shelter-in-place thing, so we couldn't have gone there. It is rainy. It's finally quieted down enough for me to pick up the camera. It has been for the last, I'd say at least 18 hours. Absolutely pounding rain, like just pelting rain in a way that I do not see in California. The last time I think I can remember this was maybe in the 90s, early 2000s. It's been a long time since I've seen rain like this. They've evacuated whole parts of Santa Barbara County. Like Montecito's been evacuated, part of Carpinteria, part of the little canyons in Santa Barbara. So it's crazy, but I thought I'd open up the door and show you a little bit of the rain. It's much less rainy than it has been, but you can see how windy the palms are. So, whoop, that's very zoomed in. So just super windy. We of course didn't bring any of our Pacific Northwest rain gear with us. Abraham told me I should, and I was like, oh, it's not really great. I saw the weather report, I was like, it's not actually gonna rain. Like, how silly is that? Of course not. I didn't even pack my rain boots. Like, I looked at my rain boots and I went, it said it's gonna rain, pish posh. That always just blows over. So we landed in our plane in a bomb cyclone. Lots of rain, but not like scary heavy until maybe 2 hours after we landed. Then it got scary heavy. And then a couple days, nice, okay-ish weather. And then boom, this other like low pressure wave thing hits us. It's crazy. I've seen almost nobody driving around. We were gonna drive around and brave it, and then I thought, who wants to be the out-of-towner loser that gets stuck because they're like, I can make it. Because I'm used to driving in the rain, but you know, maybe not everybody else here is, so I'm just like, I'll just do it. So we're a bit cabin feverish, I will admit it. We are in like this tiny little, you know, 400 square foot studio space, and it's not big enough. We walked out in the hallway a little bit before this afternoon, and we were all like, oh. So I was debating, oh, it is pelting rain again. I hear it, oh my goodness. I was debating, like, do we just go walk in the rain without any raincoats? I'm okay with that. Let's just get out of the house. Tomorrow, I think we kind of have to go grocery shopping because we did not prepare for the big rain. Oh, hello. Do you enjoy the rain? Okay. Paris says I have to go play with her. I am going to keep a little diary of this, and I'll post it once we're through the storm. But I thought I would pop on before it got totally dark and let you see some of the wind. I see cars out and about now, so that makes me hopeful that, yeah, that some of the road stuff isn't as crazy. Forgive the mess. We've just been like basically snacking all day because we had nothing else to do. Snacking and watching TV, and while she slept and Abraham did cartoons or homeschool, I got lots of videos edited or outlined, and I got some of my next novel outlined, so that's good. But we're at the point now where we're like, we need to get some fresh air. It is pounding rain down, biscuits. Oh my goodness, yeah. Wow, but I see people out now. Okay, that's a good sign. That's the most amount of cars I've actually seen all of today. It's been a little eerie and creepy. Yes, I see the broom. Do you see any woof woof dogs? I don't see any woof woofs in this weather, but they must have to still go out. Oh man, it is so loud in here. Okay, biscuits, I will keep you updated with the crazy Santa Barbara flooding. What are the odds that we would be here for this flood? And I don't know, maybe it was 5 years ago. Our neighbor was saying it was 5 years ago, was the big mudslide in Montecito. We were here for that too and got trapped, and I just am like, what are the chances that is what we come on both our trips down here? Oh, stay safe, biscuits, if you're having wild weather as well.
I love you. And do I love you so? I love you so.
We're back home. But I realized I kind of ended that vlog on a non-ending note. It was such a weird trip. Oh my goodness. It's crazy to get anything on your phone that says, if you need to flee, that's from the state about flooding. Yeah, that, I'm so glad that even though it was a big storm, there wasn't a lot of fatalities or anything. Like previous years we've been there when there have been, you know, a lot of people have been injured by it. But from this, it was just like, mainly it was just road closures, and everything that we went there to do was closed for the duration of the trip from flood damage. So I'm glad that that really almost no lives were lost. So that's like the best outcome you can have in California. But yeah, it was crazy. I've never spent a ton of time in Carpinteria. So I've gone there as day trips before, and it was a totally different vibe with the storm. Our entire trip, the beach was just covered in logs, and it started to smell because I think there were like animals or something inside the logs, you know, like underneath. It was just really debris filled. It was a crazy time to be in Carpinteria. You couldn't leave for a while because the northbound freeway was, the on-ramp, off-ramps were all closed down from storm damage. So it was just a surreal experience, I gotta say. The kids did not handle it well because they are not used to being cooped up in a small space. Normally we go out in the rain, but we really didn't think that the storm was going to be this bad because it just doesn't, it's really rare for California to get this, so we didn't pack our rain gear and things, which in hindsight was really foolish, but the odds were really good that we didn't need to. So we were kind of cabin fevered by the time we finally got to get out and about, and we just wander around the streets when we couldn't drive. But yeah, what a weird experience to go into storms. It's funny, I've traveled enough over the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years that things have, I've run into a couple storms. Like there was a time in Dallas when I got stuck in a storm and our plane got delayed, and I've gotten stuck in Miami from storms, but I've never landed somewhere in a bomb cyclone, I think is what they told me it was, and then just had the storm go on for like 2 weeks. It was crazy. I am glad to be back home. I miss California sunshine. I hope you biscuits have liked the California videos that I posted. I have a couple more that I'm going to keep editing and tweaking and kind of figure out where I'm going to post those in. But I wanted to bring you biscuits along and kind of tiptoe our way back into a little bit of more travel videos and food videos. Sorry biscuits, intermission there. Into travel and food videos, because you biscuits know that we've just had this fun season. I mean, fun is maybe a stretching word, but this interesting season the last 3 years where we've really, because of all the lockdowns and things, had time to contemplate, and now this last year has been kind of our year to try stuff out and kind of figure out like what's our new family vibe. And getting stuck in the cyclone was not what I was expecting for this particular trip. If you are traveling somewhere with maybe unreliable weather or stormy weather, and again, normally I do not think of California as this, but if you are, things I regretted not bringing were enough rain boots for everybody. We should have brought good raincoats that aren't hot. All of our raincoats are hot, are hot, right? They keep you really warm there for cold weather. So just like little rain ponchos would have been super handy, and then we could have gone out and about. So I feel like that was really foolish. I don't think umbrellas are as important to travel with per se, because they're going to be bulky. They're going to break easily in the wind. And then you have to store them when you go into places like a museum or a store. But I would say good raincoat, good rain boots. And if you're going somewhere warm and tropical, really think about layering. I actually had to buy us some layers because we were just having a hard time with the temperature. It kept fluctuating crazy. It would be 70, it would be 51. It was just crazy weather with the storm. So just keep that in mind. But we survived, woohoo, we made it. The kids are settling back in home. And we kind of had fun. We tried to make use of that little condo hot tub as much as we could, because the kids were definitely a little storm crazed, and that was something I could take them in and splash in and have a little bit of fun, as long as the palm tree didn't fall over on us. Which you never know. And I'm actually working, so it's been a little quiet on YouTube, I feel like, for me, and what I've been making, because I've been working on switching over to a new channel. This channel, still my main channel, but I had this second channel, my Rose Kelly kind of homemaking channel, and it's been a ton of stuff over the years. When I was in independent film, it was all of that stuff. When I lived in Arizona, and then it became more like quiz show fun stuff, and then it became more homemaking. So I'm going to just start afresh. That was what I felt called to this year. Start afresh with a second page that is going to be just my like cleaning, homemaking, all those, homemaker tag videos, cleaning hacks, lifestyle tips, all that. And then this channel is just going to stay the same, which is my bippity boppity channel of, I've talked to you biscuits through all of our digital nomad research that we've done. Thank you for everybody that's DM'd me on Instagram for more details about the stuff that we've looked up, because I love helping you save time if you are looking into these things. And then kind of this channel, our life this year is just going to be a little bit of digital nomad, but also we're really focusing on wanting to be a little bit more homesteady and self-sufficient. It doesn't mean we want to give up travel, not at all. I see that a lot where like there's the one extreme or the other on the internet. It's like 100% homestead, we never leave our home, and we grow our own, house components, right? Like we go into the woods and we cut down our log cabins. That's not quite us. And then there's the travels constantly, and that doesn't really work for my kids. They're too young. They can't deal with that instability. So if you're new, boy, that was a long if you're new. Hi, I'm Rose Kelly. I am a romance author. You can check out R.M. Kelly on Amazon. You'll see all my fabulous romance books. Manhurst Station is one of my favorites. I also do a romance short film series for fans, which is great, based off of all of our books, and they're so much fun to shoot. I love filming creative ideas. I'm on here, and I do a bit of digital nomading, and then this year we're kind of changing things up to a little bit more homesteading. We're working on that. We aren't at a place financially yet where, you know, I can go buy 20 acres and have my perfect homestead farm. So we are fixing up this home that we moved to last fall so that it can find a great family in the next couple years, and then hopefully with that we can go and find our little homestead and do that. But in the meantime, we're trying to homestead as much as we can here, and with some other work projects that I have going on this year. So I'm really excited about that combination. If you biscuits know of another channel that does digital nomad and homesteading, would you let me know? I would love to get in touch or just watch videos of somebody that's doing this, because everybody I know, either social media know or know in person, it's really one or the other. And we're very interested in finding that middle path balance. You know, that is our vibe as a family. So I'm excited to see where that goes. This trip that you biscuits just saw the vlog of, I know it's kind of weird to do like a travel vlog and then a hello video together. I don't know, biscuits. It's just what I felt like doing. This is my year of just putting up videos that I feel like putting up. But, you know, I love to travel. I love to experience things. Pacific Northwest in the winter is not my jam. It makes me actually depressed. Like, not, oh, I'm a little sad, but like actually depressed. So I either have to go on antidepressants in the winter, or I have to digital nomad in the winter, and the rest of the year homestead and be as sustainable as possible. So landing in that storm taught me to like fly by the seat of my pants, and the sunshine is definitely needed in the winter. It's kind of my confirmation. This is the first time in the winter where we've gone somewhere sunny for a prolonged period of time to kind of see if it really helped with my winter anxiety and depression, and boy, it did it. Wow, I mean, it was like just getting shots of vitamins every day, you know, it was a crazy feeling. So let me know, biscuits, what would you love to see on this channel? I feel like this year is kind of, all of our topics kind of coming together now, and I feel like that's just because that's where we are in life, where I am in my life, and I want to kind of share my experiences. So let me know in the comments, tell me, what would you love to see on here on the topics I discuss? Do you want me to talk more about my romance books? I'm finally getting back to writing a new novel. The last 2 years, you know, I had my second child, and I have had very unstable any amount of childcare whatsoever. And when I say childcare, I mean like even just 4 hours a week to watch the kids. So I just have not been able to commit. I tried really hard, but I just haven't been able to make the deadline for my novel. So I've just had to push that back. So this year I'm committing to putting some more out there, because the TV streaming series, short film series, has been so popular. You biscuits have just loved that so much, and that has made my author heart so happy to hear that it makes me want to create the series more, and then also work on the books so they tie in together more. And that just, I love finding a creative path that connects with you biscuits, because there's a lot that I like to be floofy over here, and maybe it doesn't connect with you, right? So I don't keep making it. So I love when both of those things meet together. Okay, biscuits, I think I have talked longer than the travel video was, but I just wanted to come on here and give you little updates and say that yes, we did make it, because that video did kind of end abruptly. Sorry biscuits. I wasn't trying to end abruptly. It just did that. So I will see you over on Instagram. Oh, I started a TikTok. It's the Wholesome Feed on TikTok. I'm kind of putting more of like our mukbang, eat along with me's, and a little bit of my romance novel-y stuff. I'm just kind of goofing around on there. So if you want to follow on there. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.